Welcome, friends, to the Shallows. We have BlueBoo playing as the Coalition, and Shrike, the Soban. And he's in Soban Killers too, look at that. This match, I've got to say, Shrike will probably take it here. I think he's the more experienced player. BlueBoo, of course, rather new to the scene, but he learns quickly. His background is that he played Brood War. He told me, he wanted some practice for the tournament. He was like, I learned Brood War by getting my face smashed in, so don't worry about that. So he's definitely okay with learning the hard way, which I really appreciate in a player. And I like his colors too, by the way. They're pretty cool. Shrike, my boy, playing as Soban now, which is pretty cool. He was playing as Coalition, of course, before. And I think it's cool how the carrier has this sort of design where it's kind of like tapering down in the front, but I do kind of wonder why they think, you know, it's okay for this strike fighter only have that long of a launch pad, but then these ones have it this long anyway. I don't know, it doesn't matter. You know what would be cool is if like the launch pads for the strike fighters went out this way and they were all like the same length and ended like on that little line there. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, he's playing as the Soban. I think that's pretty interesting. I'm not sure why he's playing as the Soban. Maybe he just wants a little bit of a challenge. Maybe he wants to like practice as Soban in this match. But it tends to be that when you're playing an opponent who you don't think is going to be that much of a worry for you, you try, you know, something new, just to kind of keep things fresh. I think that's the case here. The Soban carrier looks freaking cool. It's actually trash. This is something, of course, that we're all, you know, trying to work on with our various balance patches, but yeah, the real problem is that it has railguns on it, which sounds like, oh, railguns, dang, it's probably like the ultimate carrier killer, right? No, actually, they fire like once every minute or something and do no damage, so they're trash. And then it's got a missile system like the other carriers do, but it only fires one missile at a time, and I think it fires from... where does it fire from? I can't see the missile launcher. Maybe that's over there. Whatever. So it's going to be support cruiser first opening from Shrike. Meanwhile, BlueBoo has saved up quite a lot of resources, but oh dear. Amen, would you do this in Brood War? Would you do this in Brood War? Tell me. You know better than this. Obviously, the problem here is that you spend all the resources when you queue them up like this, but you don't actually get any value for them until after they're already finished. So it delays other things like tech and whatnot. So Shrike going to be on two bases very quickly here. BlueBoo moving in with his base runner here. Now the Soban carrier may be trash, but it is still, yeah, like look how much damage it did to this base runner. Like, cool, it fired railguns and did the Sunder ability, but I feel like the like any other carrier would have done more damage there actually. Interestingly, the Soban have a sort of natural defense against like AAV and assault ship pushes because the Sunder ability on their carrier does mean that your LAVs are more able to take them down. But still. So Blue is going to try to capitalize on his early strikecraft advantage right here. He also drops down a turret right there, and I like that because you're never going to move your carrier out this early to try to take out the turret. But this also is going to deny, I think maybe if it was on top of the hill here it would be a little bit better. But it's going to deny early ALM positions that Shrike may want to take down. This, of course, meaning armed logistics modules, which do stun opponents. Artifact gets taken out by Blue. He's going to try to extract his artifact here. And the carrier. The armored assault vehicle does want to come in and stop this. But that's going to take so long. I think Blue might just honestly not worry about this and just kind of run in there, lose the base runner after the extraction goes down. He is going to also run in here with his LAVs. Going to try to do some damage to the eco for Shrike, and that's what you would do if you have an LAV advantage in the early game. Damage being done now to the ALM, and I actually like that. And you can see Shrike did not expect that, he smoked something else. But this is an expensive unit right here, and it's going to go down. Shrike probably pop blocked now, he's going to have to make another ALM. Maybe I was wrong about this base runner, I think actually it is going to die, but... oh well, you can't always be right, you know what I'm saying? Or in my case, you can't often be right either. I really want to see BlueBoo go into, you know, no, so not railguns, that is what he's doing. I wanted to see him go into support cruisers, though, because I really think he's going to need that. You know, you got to expand your eco about as fast as you can in this game. I question how these units are able to shoot at each other, but that'll do. Shrike kind of having some apprehensions about this turret. But there you go, he's going to take it out with his AAVs. And it's now 5 AAVs on the map here. I like the fact that Blue has gone into railguns. Oh, but he's making a support cruiser now. This is the wrong time, because now you need to worry about AAV harassment. Or maybe it's not, because actually he's not getting pushed, which is kind of interesting. I think if I were Shrike, I would just be pushing right now. Shrike moving into railgun fabrication. He wants to get that strong Soban mid-game. The railguns, of course, are better than coalition railguns. I'm still undecided about how they stack up against Galzian ones, but they're good. We'll put it that way. The reason is because their fire rate is... I'm stepping into the math here. Their fire rate is 50% higher overall, and their damage is, I think, like 20% lower or something like that. So that obviously means that the DPS is higher, right? If you can do math, that should give them about like a... That sounds like a 10% DPS boost. I feel like it should be higher than that. I don't totally know. Also, cancel 2 of these and get upgraded carrier production. That'd be better for you. But anyway, point is, Soban Railguns are really good. The way that it works is that they have a reload time of 3 seconds, whereas Coalition ones have a reload time of 6 seconds. And Galzian ones have a reload time of 3 seconds, by the way. But then they also have a salvo feature, which Coalition Railguns do not, which means that they fire 2 shots and then they have to do a salvo reload, which takes them 6 seconds. So every other shot, their fire rate is double. Every other shot, their fire rate is the same as Coalition Railguns. It's kind of an interesting way to go around it, but there you go. This support cruiser here actually in quite a lot of trouble. I think it's going to go down, which is pretty crushing for BlueBoo. And even railguns beginning to get killed here, which, yeah, because they don't have any upgrades available. I was like, I thought he has upgrades level 3. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have AV fabrication, so we can't get the upgrades for them. This is going to be rather painful. So this is a good push here from Shrike. Wait a minute, the support cruiser is alive? That's interesting. I really think Shrike ought to kill this thing. But he's not going to, so that's kind of a choke, I think. Because he definitely had that. But he's going to be on 3 bases, he's going to be making his Soban Railguns there. If it comes to a Railgun war between a Soban player and a Coalition player, Soban is supposed to win, basically. That's essentially what we'll see. We got 4 railguns out for BlueBoo. We got 2 for Shrike. Shrike has the carrier production upgrade. So does Blue. Shrike is on 3 bases though, and I think... Oh, and he's got the mag accelerator upgrade. He's got heavy vehicles armor 3. I think this definitely has to be his game if he just pushes in there. Only thing he's got to worry about is these LAVs, but he does have a couple of AAVs mixed in, which is good. That's going to cover that need of his. And now he's getting the other carrier production upgrade, going to allow him to produce 3 at a time. And I think he should really just take this game at this point. I mean, maybe it doesn't look like it's spiraled that far out of control, but I really think that I really think that BlueBoo is in like a lot of danger here. He might not notice that. Trying to get like cinematic shots here, and they look pretty cool, I gotta say. Now, is it just me, or do Soban Railguns have more accuracy against Strikecraft than normal Railguns? I know I've brought this up before, but I really think it's true. Like, just watching the way that they shoot, like, they always manage to hit these Strikecraft in, like, times that you would never expect them to. Obviously, the accuracy is still not bad, but I feel like, 1 out of every 3 shots or whatever is landing, whereas normally for railguns it's a lot lower than that. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah, Soban mass railgun gonna prove rather effective here, I think. Yeah, so look, they fired 6 shots and 2 of them landed. Oh well. But yeah, look at that, railgun's just melting immediately. And now what Shrike can do is he can spam the M button, and all the railguns will fire mark target, which has 100% accuracy, and it will cause the LAVs to take more damage from the AAVs here. Also, just listen to these things fire. What a noise, man. Like, I don't know who made the sound effect for that, but they deserve a cookie. Because that is, like, the best noise ever. What are the resources looking like here? Shrike at a very low float. Look at that. Excellently done, my boy. BlueBoo as well, though, so that's not so bad. But Shrike is, like, he's doing it, you know? I think you can see how well these Soban Railguns are doing. I've not even been talking. I feel like the game speaks for itself. You know what I mean? BlueBoo is kind of new to the game, so he may be a little bit like confused at how this managed to happen to him. But looking at the replay, it's clear to see what he needs to do in the early game is expand to his bases a little bit faster. His LAV attack was not a problem. It's just that you need to expand the bases off the back of that, or else you're gonna start falling behind. Oh, he got air tech. You see that? Anyway. And then getting the carrier production upgrades is good as well. That won't help you if you're only on 2 bases, but if you're on 3, it will, so. Murray. Murray Nabal. Hold up, I thought these guys were all Soban, huh? But anyway. That really speaks to Soban Railguns there. Obviously there were actually more of them than the Coalition ones, but you can see, they take no prisoners. These things are really deadly. So, well done to Shrike for knowing how to take advantage of the factions, of how to take advantage of the advantage of his advantages. Whatever, you know what I mean. He knows how to use the factions properly, I guess I'll say. That was a very quick game, and that is the end also of round 3. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for round 4. I can't believe I'm making 8 videos today. It's crazy, or 6 or whatever.